guard Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. The 30. 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And now the rookie's free. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Desmond Ridder, 79 yards.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On 1, ready?
3.5 to go, first quarter. Burrow on play action. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Gotta go.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
12, 11, 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I got to see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Steal. Check steal.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now on 2nd and 16, Ritter. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
11 mighty.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
12. 11 MT. 11. Stop.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
What's your set? 11, Thomas. 11. 11, MT, Tate. 11, MT.
And Burrow going to throw again. That is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go.
So second down and
11,
10.
Thomas.
Once again, they'll go from the 40.
11, MT, Tate.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he stopped immediately there.
Here we go.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary.
11,
Now on
MT,
third.
Tate. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. 11. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end.
On one, right?
Sight line's usually right in the middle of the
11,
field.
11, Thomas. 12.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
11, MT.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
12. 11.
Looking to throw on second down. Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding the coverages.
Touchdown! Alvin Kamara, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bats are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gay is on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Down. 560.
Going play action. Ritter. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we
Now
go.
they
Here we
face
go.
a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Ritter to throw it.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Let's go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Ritter. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Ritter. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ready.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Ritter. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On the double.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, Ritter. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st down, Ritter. They'll set up the screen here, Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Okay, ready?
8 yards to go on 2nd down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he'll only get
get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Ritter on the 4th down try. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bootlegging out here. Ritter. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Ritter now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game. Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ready?
It's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Mixon will try the right side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for him now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Okay, right?
2nd down and goal. Ritter. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Gabriel Davis from 10 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line.
I'm done.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
11 mighty.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, 11 MT, Kate. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Get set. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here we go.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball. They've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5,
Here we
3rd
go.
and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
12, 12, 12.
To throw, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. The big fella. Past the 20. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Impressive pick there off the screen and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
On the way.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Ready.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
52 blaster.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. It gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop to get out of here with a victory.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
we go, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions thrown already. We'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions, so do I, about the decision there at the end. They had the potential game-time field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't he run the field goal kicker out there? He had a chance to tie the game.